So, is this a negotiation? Or did I do something for you, you return the favor? Like maybe walk away and pretend you never saw me?
I can't do that.
No, somehow I knew you'd say that.
I have to turn you in. But I'd like to hear what really happened that night. From you. Not with Carly's spin or Dante's conflict clouding things. Straightforward from your perspective.
When you look back with perspective, it all ties together. Michael had been struggling since he came out of the coma. It was neurological damage. He had impulse control issues. I mean, he was an emotional, volatile kid. And that night set him off. I gotta admit, it was shocking when Sonny went off on Claudia the way he did. No one expected it. Everything seemed normal. 1 minute, everything was fine, and then the next, chaos. Claudia had Michael's pregnant mother at gunpoint. She was going into labor. She hauls her out of there, steals a car, goes God knows where. I mean, Michael wasn't the only one flipping out.
Jax brought me home. My dad showed up, wanted me to stay with him, and they got into this raging fight. And I stood there thinking, if I just come forward sooner and say it was Claudia who got me shot, none of it would be happening. So, my head felt like it was going to explode. So I decided to take off. I didn't know or care where I end up. I mean, Canada seemed as good as a destination as any, so I got in my car and I headed for the border.
Michael's driving along. He sees the car Claudia stole from the Metro Court. He knows it's hers because it's got the valet ticket. But there's no sign of Carly and Claudia.
So I yelled out for my mom. I was already afraid of what I might find. My mom had a risky pregnancy, and we tiptoe around her for months because any stress caused a stroke. So, and after everything that just happened, I felt scared for her.
Michael followed a track through the woods to a cabin. At first, he was relieved. Carly and Claudia had found shelter.
I made my way up to the door, and I heard my mom screaming.
Does it get hazy from there?
I wish. I remember every second.
I mean, can you imagine what's going through this kid's head? There's his mother on the couch. She'd just given birth, and this mad woman who'd kidnapped her at gunpoint is about to take off with the baby.
So there wasn't much time to think. I just knew I couldn't let Claudia leave that cabin with my baby sister. So I grabbed the axe and I ran inside and I hit her as hard as I possibly could. And then she just crumpled. So still. Blood making a pool under her head.
Michael dropped to his knees beside Claudia. That's where he got her blood on his shirt.
And she was dead. I didn't mean to kill Claudia, okay? All I wanted to do was stop her.
It's a pretty hellacious night. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
And there's this voice inside me trying to convince me that I didn't really kill Claudia. She wasn't dead. But I knew that she was dead because I had her blood on my hands. And it was still warm. Then Jason and Sam showed up. They took charge and they told me what to do.
I'm sure in that moment, Jason's only thought was protecting you. He's usually a pretty clear thinker. But when someone you love, especially a child you love, is at risk, sometimes you just panic.
Jason doesn't panic.
Well, he must have that night. Because if somebody would have been thinking clearly, they would have called the police. Forensics would have backed up your statement, and Claudia's death would have gone down as self-defense. But when you're terrified, all rational thought just goes out the window. You fall back on what you know. You go with your instincts. The cover-up just becomes automatic. I know this for a fact because that's exactly what my father would have done.
My Dad showed up. He said I did the right thing. And I finally made him proud.
Was your son?
Growing up shouldn't be that tough.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
That's my point. I mean, these should be some of the best times of your life. You're young. You're going off to college soon. You should be dreaming about your future, not trying to cover up your past.
Well, all my parents and Jason wanted to do was protect me. They want me to wake up from this nightmare intact.
Are you?
No. No, a piece of me died that night when I went after Claudia with an axe handle and killed her. But I have to own that. You know, I had to take responsibility for my actions and live with the consequences.
Well, that's the first step. I think the next would probably be making sure that you can wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and live with the guy that's staring back at you. Michael, I have to turn you in to the court, okay? But whether you decide to tell the judge that you killed Claudia or not, it's up to you.
I appreciate you giving me a choice. That's more than anyone's done for me in a long time. Look, I gotta step up.
I admire that.
Let's do this.
All right, let's go.
Hey! Michael, you're coming with me.
That's not gonna happen, Jason.
Lucky, just turn your head and let the kid walk
Can't
away.
do that.
And I'm giving you fair warning. I'm going to take Michael, and there's nothing you're going to do to stop me. Let's go.
Then I guess we're at a stalemate.
Come on, Lucky, you're not going to shoot me.
Not in any place that would kill you.
Look, nobody's getting shot because of me.
Dude, will you just trust me on this? Will you just let the kid walk away?
He just told me what really happened to Claudia. I can't just let him go. But it's up to him, Jason. It's not up to you. If he wants to make a confession, it goes on the record.
On the record, the court already knows that Michael killed Claudia. Dante walked in the trial and gave Michael up.